When I thought about getting a new dog and considering adopting Kalumi, I had two requirements. One was she had to get along with the other animals that were already living with me, and two, she was required to be fine with car rides. Well, that was a bust. So let's see if I can help her get rid of her car trauma so that we can start exploring the world together and enjoy each other's curiosity because we're very alike in that department. So her getting this close to the car in the beginning was unthinkable. She would not get anywhere near the car. So what we had to do first was to introduce fun games so that she can get a feeling about doing things together with me and enjoying training and getting to sniffing. And thankfully, she was pretty quick with that. So she was very eager to learn and she picked that up very, very quickly. Now, her problem is that she gets car sick and there has to be some kind of trauma because she gets scared whenever she notices any signs of us getting ready for a car ride. And it's not just the car sickness because for that she has meds, right? You have to do medication if your dog gets car sick. And after she got lifted in the first time, she started to avoid the car in a wider range. So at this point, we have to start with her doing fun things in a safe area. Whenever we're dealing with a trauma or fear in general, we have to be careful not to overwhelm the dog. We have to be careful to pick the pace the dog's able to do. So we have to stay in the dog's comfort zone and only nudge it, right? So that we can broaden it. If we overwhelm the dog, we will have setbacks. And you will see that in this video as well. I promise you. We will always have setbacks with fear because we make mistakes. Now, in the beginning, we can start introducing the car in a very careful and very fun way. So we're just weaving the car into our session and into the game. Now, what I want to do in an extra session, since the car is really high and she is very tiny, I want to introduce a ramp. Now, I have a really crappy ramp, so she might not even get onto that, we'll see. But she is very confident and she is a bold dog, so we might get good chances. And she's doing it, so that's awesome. If you have a very shy dog, get a very firm ramp. One that doesn't shake, that doesn't make too much noise, that's not slippery, stuff like that. The good thing about ramp training is that this is also a coordination and balance exercise. So it again gives our dog more confidence, and that helps with our specific training a little bit later. So since we have done that now and she had a little bit of a break around the car and she's now fine with the ramp, we can start getting her into the car, or at least we can try. Let's see how that goes. All right, so usually I don't throw treats towards something scary because it creates a conflict in the dog, and that's actually what we're seeing here. So I guess I got a little bit impatient there, and that's a huge mistake. So never be impatient with your fearful dog. Just go at your dog's pace. Now let's switch it up. Let's do a nose target and see if we can get her to participate once again. Now with the nose target, it's not that much of a conflict because she is not trying to get the thing, like the treat, right? The conflict with the treat is she tries to get the treat, but she's scared of where the treat's leading her. With the nose target, it's not that big of a deal because she's not motivated by the target itself. She's motivated by the food that's promised to her, and I can give her the food outside of the car. But as we can see, she is trying her best, but this is not working as good as I wanted to, right? She's not showing that she's really getting comfortable in here. She's always looking around a little bit worried. She is not settling down on her own. It's too wonky. We could make this work probably, but let's see if there isn't an easier way. I might have screwed that up with the treat throwing thing, so let's just see if we can switch it up, try a different spot in the car, and see if we can get her in and get the training process going again so that she can have fun And whenever that's okay, we can try the trunk again, right? But for now, I just want her to make a good experience with the car. So let's switch to the back seat. But now, again, the back seat is very high and she's very tiny. So we might need a different thing that helps her get in. And we'll just use this thingy. This is just a Home Depot whatever thing. So she can just hop onto that. And again, thanks to her curiosity and thanks to her boldness, she's pretty quick in adapting that. So we can use that to help her get into the car. Now, this time, I'm not making the same mistake. So we are using the hand target right from the beginning, and I'm watching out to keep it a lot easier for her and more light and more fun for her. And what is super important for getting a dog into a space that's scary is that the dog always knows that she can leave at any point. So it's the same for like a crate or whatever. And for her, it's a car. She knows the door's open, so she can leave, right? And this step in front of the car is still there. So she can still hop onto that or hop off of that and just leave. Now, in the future, yes, I want to have a release cue so that she just doesn't bolt out the door as soon as I open it. But for now, for a traumatized dog, I just want her to be really relaxed in the car, and for that, she needs to know that she can leave. And look, she's getting curious, right? She's trying to explore a little bit and sniffing around, and that's exactly what we want. So we can even start doing sniffing games in the car, like a police car search, right? That takes the pressure out because it's not actually training, right? I mean, it is, but it's not like some strict form of training. It's just having fun together. And that's what helps us with working against the fear. So since she's starting to relax a lot and she's actually waiting for me to give her more of this fun thing, we can start increasing the duration. And we just do that with giving her more treats, right? And whenever the duration is building up nicely and she starts to relax even more, we can start giving her less treats so that in the future we can close the door, right? That's the goal. We want to be able to close the door, and for that we need to reduce the frequency in which we are giving the treats. Now, I don't want to carry this huge step thing with me all the time, to be honest. So let's just have a little fun and try to see if she can use me as a stepping stool to hop into the car, shall we? Well, isn't she awesome? Sweet. All right. Now, is this done yet? No. Did this take a long time? Yes. But I think it's worth it. She's a very young dog, and I'm sure the world has a lot to offer for her. And trauma takes its time, right? It's the same thing for us humans. So why shouldn't it be any different for dogs? So yes, we need time for training. And yes, we have a little bit of a way to go. But the moment we're in the car, we can start working on the sounds and the feeling of the moving car and things like that. And yes, we need the medication for that as well. I'm pretty sure. We'll see. But this first huge milestone of getting her into the car with a closed door was so awesome that I just wanted to share this with you. And of course, I will be building her confidence with non-car related things as well, because this always helps us in specific training, of course. And if you want to do that for your dog, watch this video.